Hi, hello. Just a little broadcast, little information. I don't know if you were aware. I have been running for the last, goodness, we must be coming up to about 8 weeks. Little short, well, I'm trying to keep them short, sessions of professional consultant training for free. All right, so we're talking about current, and last week we talked about the circuit breaker panel and how the power routes through that. I'm doing this in an attempt to excite you, show you what's involved, what you would learn if you did professional training, what's involved. It's not that complicated, but you need to know stuff.
Hi, welcome. We're here to do a little bit of an experiment with magnetic fields and current flow and wiring errors. So I have in this room set up an extension cord that goes to a hairdryer. This hairdryer uses a fair bit of power, so that makes it easier to show and demonstrate what's going on. I've also prepped another extension cord, which is just a neutral connection, so I can simulate current escaping on an alternative path instead of the path it was meant to go on. I've got some Gauss meters set up so we can measure what happens inside the house, let's say, on either side of the wiring. It'll be an interesting experiment.
And hopefully I'm trying to ignite your fire for wanting to help other people and possibly get on board as a professional consultant. I had a family where sister had died of breast cancer. Sister and her children lived in this house. She had bought it from a couple where the lady had died from breast cancer in that house. Now that the sister is deceased, her sister is taking over guardianship of the children. And her sister is moving into the house, not to make too many changes for the children. Right? So today we did a very cool session. At the moment, we're still offering replays. Not quite sure if that will continue. We'll see. But today we looked at wiring errors. This has to do with magnetic fields. It has to do with electrical wiring put in a house incorrectly, and current returning on a path that it wasn't intended on. So we showed a video where we basically simulated that situation, and everybody that was watching it was, well, sort of in awe, given the comments that we were getting back at the time, and it is incredible to witness.
So I've got one set over here set up, let's say outside both of these extension cords, one set up on the inside of those two extension cords on equal distance from that wire, so we can see what the difference is between one and the other side of the wire being in or outside. And then we have that cluster of Gauss meters in the middle of the room, let's say. The amount of amperage at 4.5 amps going through the hot and through the neutral is exactly equal, so we get a net current of nothing, 0. This is a good example of what a house should be like if it's wired correctly. Okay, so let's now turn on the alternative path, so let's create that wiring error. I'll just hook that up.
So anyway, we're covering all these little bits of information step by step, trying to keep these sort of little seminars in bite-sized pieces. I'm doing it at 2 time points in my Tuesday. I'm in Australia, so this may be Monday night for you. So we have 2 sessions that you can register for, or you should register for one, right? The one that suits your time zone. You'll get reminders when they're on. You come and join us for 10, 15, 20 minutes, and we cover a little bit of professional knowledge when it comes to assessing why radiation exists, what causes it, how you would assess it, the meters, and the mitigation involved in creating a healthier home and sleeping environment.
So the amperage being used is of course exactly the same. It's just the current here gets an alternative path. You can choose to go left or right, and it will take some of that alternative path. That tells me that that's the difference between the hot and the neutral. Now, because I know how I've wired this up, because this was an experiment. I know that this is the current missing, so there's more on the hot and less on the neutral. So if now I look at these Gauss meters in the middle of the room, we can see, and you can hear it as well, that that reading has gone quite up. We're looking at about 10 milligauss.
So please come and join us. We need this group to grow. We've been going for a while, and yeah, we'd like more people to, of course, join, which sort of spurs us on to keep going with it. Otherwise, we might stop and sort of start over at a later time. So we will supply the registration link where you can go to register. And yeah, this is, I mean, people pay a lot of money to get this information. And of course, we're not sharing everything, but we've been sharing a lot. And this is incredible, valuable information. So please share it with other people so this event can grow bigger and we can keep continuing it on longer for you. All right. Thank you for your attention. And yeah, I hope to see you soon.
Yeah, nice little demonstration. So I hope you got something out of it. And yeah, I hope it made it a little bit more clear.